desert islands. Let us stay a mystery, yeah. Hope that I'll find Elvis or at the Burger King in heaven. Please remember reverently how bad it was by 77. Holding out for better pay. I like to think the man was buried deep beneath where giants played. Hope that I'll find Amelia. She's still soaring to this day. I like to think a motor's running. If they dig her up, she'll fly away. Now if they dig her up, she'll fly. If they dig her up, she'll fly away. Now if they dig her up, she'll fly. I'll fly. If they dig her up, she'll fly away. Now if they dig her up, she'll fly. I'll fly. If they dig her up, she'll fly away. Now if they dig her up, she'll fly. I'll fly. If they dig her up, she'll fly away. Now if they dig her up, she'll fly. I'll fly away. I'll fly away. That's a nice #1 ranking. Just don't get the tattoo yet. See, you still have to play the game. We are the underdogs. We are the underdogs. Maybe you beat us last time, that we should bow down before you. But we forgot that part about fear. We came a long way to play here. We came a long way.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the ComedySportz Portland virtual stage and field. We've got a great match for you tonight between the Portland Bunnies and the Beaverton Eagles. Now, wearing red, give it up for the Portland Bunnies. We have Olivia off the Walton. Jeff, non-dairy Kramer of ComedySportz San Jose. And your captain, Amazing Gray. But they're not playing by themselves. Oh no. They're going up against the Beaverton Eagles. Wearing blue, let's give it up for Nick of Time Condon. From the Ledge Theater, Sean the Promised Landry. And your captain, Jamie the Fool Montgomery. Here to keep everything going smoothly and also to sign our paychecks at the end, it's your referee and mine, Patrick Electrical Short.
Good evening, ComedySportz fans, and thank you, Matt Russell, for the introduction.
Of course.
Matt will be announcing using that voice all night. It's great to be here. Thank you so much for showing up and helping us support the Ledge Theater. We'll talk more about the Ledge Theater in a few moments. We're really glad to have Sean Landry here with us tonight, and we're really glad and proud to be matching some funds to raise. And there's more about that later because we're going to even up the ante and make it more exciting as the night goes on. Secrets. All right, cool. I'm your referee. I'm Patrick Short. It's a pleasure to be here. It's improv comedy based on your suggestions. You'll make those suggestions through the chat function. Make sure you address all of your suggestions to panelists and attendees so that everybody can share in your suggestions. Everybody sees them and they don't think we're making stuff up on the side. Because that's not fun. We don't want to cheat. All right. Helping us on chat is our chat goddess, Marianne Rambo. Marianne, what's the happenings over in chat?
Hey, we have people from Portland, Beaverton, Los Angeles, Ellensburg, Washington, Kaiser, Oregon, Vancouver, Washington, and Toronto, Canada joining us tonight.
Okay, where's the dude from Australia?
I'm not sure what's going on with the dude from Australia. Hopefully he'll make it.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Also, last week we had somebody from Brazil. That was cool. One of the advantages of this Zoom world. Well, that's what's happening. I'll be calling the fouls, and let's do more about fouls when we have our captains on the screen. Let's see them here. Captains. We have Captain Amy, Captain Jamie. It rhymes. It's beautiful. Great folks. So I want to remind you both that we have some fouls. The first kind of foul, and it's the most important one, is the bag. If the bag gets called, that's because somebody says something lewd, crude, lascivious, racist, sexist, Marxist, or too soon. If this happens, they have to place something over their head, and I can't reach you with a paper bag that I have here, so there might be something in your place, but we're not going to ask you to go get one just yet, but make sure you have it ready to go just in case. And by the way, that foul, the bag, also applies to our home fans. Let's keep it to the top of our intelligence and act like, ComedySportz is for everybody. So let's make it accessible for everybody by not excluding people with suggestions that are racist, sexist, Marxist, or too soon. All right. Let's do a coin toss to find out who's going to get to choose the first game. Let's have Jamie call it in the air. It's
Nickel.
No, it's actually a dime.
Yes.
So, Amy, you've won the toss, and what game do you want to open with?
The best opening game ever, Scattergories.
Okay. What a surprise that Amy would pick Scattergories. All right. Go get your teams ready. In the game of Scattergories, everybody's going to join us on the screen, and we're going to get categories from you. So we need you to put categories in things like, an example might be colors or countries of the world or British people. That's a category that we had last week at Banks High School's grad night. So toss those categories in there. I see some things coming in already. It's fantastic. I will challenge the players to name things in those categories, but if they name something that could also be a different category of its own, that's the scattergory thing. I may ask them to go to that new category. If people repeat something that's been said or done before, if they hesitate too much, or if we just don't like what they say, we're going to throw them out of there. And the last player with standing when it's all done, or sitting when it's all done, but still on screen, wins 5 points for their team. All right, let's have the players on the screen. All right. So it is all happening. It is all happening now. Beautiful people here. Our guest, Sean, is with us from Los Angeles, and we'll talk more about the Ledge Theater later, so I don't want to distract things. But, Marianne, let's go to our first category.
Absolutely. Our first category from Doug is snack foods.
Snack foods. All right, it's snack foods. Players, Nick.
Chips.
Jeff.
Power bar.
Olivia.
Cheese Whiz.
Sean.
Fritos.
Jamie.
Goldfish.
Which is also a
Types of fish.
types of fish. Amy.
Oh, Barracuda.
Olivia.
Clown.
Sean.
Trout.
Nick.
Bass.
Jamie.
Smallmouth bass.
Jeff.
Flounder.
Which is also a
Expression that Bullwinkle says.
expressions that Bullwinkle says. Sean.
Kitty game. Is this a kitty game?
I'll take it. Amy.
Yipes.
Olivia.
This time for sure.
You get a gold star on that one. Nick.
Hey, Rocky.
Jamie. He is hesitating. That was one of the most difficult sections of this game I've ever seen, and you folks did well. But Jamie, bye-bye for now. All right, blue team, going to have to be tough without Jamie. All right, what's our next category?
Our next category from loyal fans Dick and Jane is hair accessories.
Hair accessories. Thank you, Dick and Jane. Hair accessories. Sean.
Flips.
Jeff.
Beret.
Nick.
Crunchy.
Amy.
Beads.
Olivia.
Bonnet.
Nick.
Braids.
Jeff.
Just for men.
Amy.
Extensions.
Olivia.
Bobby pins.
Jeff.
Exercises.
A little bit of hesitation going on there, so Jeff's going to shut the camera down and see us all in a few minutes. Thank you, Jeff. All right, who's also visiting us from ComedySportz San Jose. That's exciting. We're all over the map today, and it's a great day to be here. All right, Marianne, what's our next one?
This one from Mike is times of day.
Times of day. Thank you. And before we do times of day, there's an update that Aussie Steve is stuck at the mechanics. So he may not be able to join us today. It's unfortunate. The mechanic must not have good Wi-Fi, because Steve has also watched our show from the top of a cliff before rappelling down it. All right, times of day. Olivia.
That time before you rappel down a cliff.
Yeah. Nick.
Noon.
Amy.
Nap.
Sean.
Dinner time.
Nick.
Breakfast.
Olivia.
11sies.
Sean.
420.
Amy.
Tea.
Nick.
Too early.
Amy.
Walkies.
Olivia.
Nap.
Which is also a
Way of sleeping.
ways of sleeping. Nick.
Upside down.
Sean?
On your back.
Amy?
Zero gravity.
Olivia?
In a hammock.
Nick?
Spooning.
Amy?
In a pile.
Which is also...
What leaves are.
Okay, what leaves are? Sean?
On a tree.
Nick?
Trickling down.
Olivia?
A biological compound of cells.
Oh. Another gold star for you. Amy?
Changing colors.
Nick?
Crunchy.
Sean?
Parts of a table.
Ooh. Which is also parts of a table. I'm just switching that category. Amy?
The top.
Nick?
Legs.
Olivia?
The wooden dowels within it.
Said that more confidently, I might have bought it, but that was
Fair.
the lack of confidence problem. So I'm going to send Olivia away. Beautifully done, but there you go. All right, Marianne, category.
Absolutely. From loyal fan Sean, he says flavors of Torani syrup. I'm going to suggest that we just take any coffee syrup flavors.
That's right, because my old company used to do the computer systems for Da Vinci syrups, so we like them as well. All right, flavors of coffee syrups. Amy.
Caramel.
Nick.
Raspberry.
Sean.
Mocha.
Nick.
Salted caramel.
Sean.
Flavored coffee.
There was some hesitation there, so we're going to say goodbye to Sean temporarily. It's down to
There's
Nick.
a toasted caramel?
Toasted?
There
Toasted?
is.
Yeah. Awesome. It's down to Nick and Amy for the final. Ooh. And what is it, Marianne?
It is from loyal fan Rob. TV show Doctors.
TV show Doctors.
Yes.
All right. Amy.
Dr. Bombay.
House.
Just alternate.
The Doctor.
The guy from Empty Nest.
Dr. Quinn, medicine woman.
Oh, damn, you already said the Doctor as in Doctor Who.
Oh,
Why?
It's a repetition. It's a brain scramble. It's the whole thing. And I'm going to say it is 5 points to our red team.
Yeah.
Matt, what's that make our score?
That makes our new score, the red team with 5, the blue team with 0, and this round was brought to you by Casper Mattresses. No matter which way you nap, Casper Mattresses is there.
Thank you very much, Matt. All right. I do want to remind people that tonight is a night where we are donating to the Ledge Theater. We'll learn more about the Ledge Theater later, but if Marianne wants to pop our Venmo and PayPal in there, everything you give us tonight gets matched by CSC Portland and then sent to the Ledge Theater. And we'll explain more about that later, but if you want to start giving now and keep giving through the night multiple times, I'm not one to object. Let's raise some money. All right, cool. So let's have our red captain on the screen.
Go Amy.
Amy?
Get on the field.
Hello.
Yeah.
Wow, it was pressure. Jamie even tried to pressure you on that one. So, cool. You won the first round. You get to go first in the team choice round. What do you want to do?
I'm excited about that. I'm sorry, I was writing something down at the time, and
It's
yeah.
totally okay.
It was administrative stuff. You know how it is.
We
We want to play
sure.
Oscar-winning moment.
Oh, what a great idea to do that. For Oscar-winning moment, we need a genre of film, fans. So don't tell us a particular title, but tell us a genre. Like, for instance, spy movies. And I'm eliminating spy movies from the possible thing.
Oh.
There. Said it. I know, sorry. But we'll wait for that to come in. And what's going to happen is we're going to play a dramatic scene in a genre of movie, which Marianne will select from your suggestions in a moment. But periodically, I might ask a player to give us their Oscar-winning moment. It's that film clip from the movie that they show when they're in contention for Best Actor or Best Actress. And just the drama will be there. There might even be some music in the background. Who knows? All right, and you'll be judging this game against a game from the blue team, so stick around for that. All right. What do we have, Marianne?
Well, I kind of like what Jeremiah said. Jeremiah said action. I'm going to stick with it. We're going to go with an action movie.
Action movie? Yeah, don't double think, Marianne. Just go with your
I
first.
know.
instinct.
I got caught overthinking again.
Okay.
Imagine that.
It's an action movie, Red Team. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
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 Take the screen.
So what you're telling me is that we have to get into the compound, get the secret key, deliver it to the underground chamber, and turn it at exactly the same time as the existing key, and everything will reset. Time, everything.
Exactly. We have to get the keys to where the existing keys are and turn them. And yeah, I got one key.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
All we have to do is run for it.
All right. I'm going.
Olivia, Oscar-winning moment.
You know, Tony, you've meant more to me this whole journey than any other really, big, guy like me could have ever imagined to feel for another person. And, I just want to tell you that getting this key is like getting the other side to my heart.
That's cool, bro. I think we should go now. Come on, run!
Yeah, all right.
Oh no!
No.
Grab my hand!
That's right. Tony is not coming back. I have trapped him in time while I hold on to this, which you must be looking for, I assume.
What? Does that mean this key's a fake?
Evil Dr. Zargothrax! You will not avenge the death of your assistant. No one cared. You're a failure, Doctor.
Don't talk about my assistant!
Jeff, Oscar-winning moment.
We was in love. Every time I looked into Felix's eyes, I could see my soul reflected back to me. I wasn't always evil. But when Felix was taken from me, I knew then it was my mission to go back in time and avenge his death. That's right! So now all I have to do is turn the real key and reset time, thus erasing your entire existence.
Unless that person behind you stops you.
What?
Amy, Oscar-winning moment.
I knew this was all gonna go down. I had found the history of the future long before this adventure started. That's why I knew I had to clone myself and send myself back into time to the underground bunker so that I could sneak up behind myself and... I knew this was gonna happen all the time.
I still don't see anyone behind me.
This is it! This is the key!
Nick!
It must be there somewhere. There's got to be someone behind me who wouldn't have just tricked me.
Are you okay, Tony?
Yeah, Tony, I'm gonna hit him in the back of the head, okay? While he's not looking, and then...
Do it! Do it, little
Wait.
Tony, do it!
Oh! Why would you do that?
And that's time. That, friends, was the extraordinarily dramatic Oscar-winning moment by the Red Team, the Portland Bunnies. Now the Blue Team captain from the Beaverton Eagles on the screen. Hey! Good to see you. And that was incredible. And what are you going to do up against that, I wonder? Uh-oh. Technical foul on the Blue Team for muting.
I wasn't talking.
That makes the updated score. The red team with 5 and the blue team with -1.
All right.
I have more points than the blue team.
Okay, Captain Jamie, let's do this again. What game would you like to play?
I don't know why that was funny.
I don't
Good job,
either, but
Marianne.
it's great. 15 months into this, accidentally being muted is still funny.
I know, right? We want to play Lounge Lizards.
What? All right.
Lounge Lizards, yes.
Great. Fans, for the game of Lounge Lizard, we need a very specific set of suggestions. We can sing about you, fans, if you like, or anybody who's in the room with you viewing. And what we need is your name, what you do, or what, is there work or an interest, something you're good at. We need something that you really like, and then we need something that is a pet peeve of yours. So it's if we were to describe Marianne, our chat goddess, it would be Marianne, and her professional work is a ComedySportz chat goddess. And what she likes is when she likes throwing stuffed bunnies at ComedySportz players when we are live in the arena. And her pet peeve is when people catch her looking around at the screen when she's making fun of them. All right? So that's what happens in our live arena. So
Patrick, I feel very seen right now. Thank you.
That's fantastic. All right. So what's going to happen is we're going to welcome you. I'm going to assign a red team player. Captain Amy is going to host 3 lounge singers in her lounge tonight, and they're going to sing some lovely, lovely songs to you. All right. So what do we have, Marianne?
Well, we're going to hear them sing about Kristen, who is a teacher. She collects dolls, and her pet peeve is picking fingernails.
Ooh. I got it. All right, cool. Excellent. So, team, I hope you got all that deal, and we are about ready to go. Guest Captain Amy, are you ready to host?
I am.
All right. Well, take it away.
Hello and welcome to the My Place Lounge. It used to be called the My Space Lounge, but that got ruined, didn't it? I'm not bitter, though. I'm happy. I'm very happy because I have some of the most talented talent here tonight to sing their souls out for your benefit, your amusement, your entertainment. Now we have Kristen joining us tonight, and we're going to hear a little bit about her through the musical eyes of Penny J. Penny, please take the stage.
Yeah, my name is Penny J. You ain't never heard of a guy named Penny before? I know how things can be, and everything kind of makes you sad sometimes, but I'm gonna sing this song out to you, Kristen. Straight out to you. Sometimes things make you sad. Sometimes you go out of the room. Sometimes you just come back in. And sometimes you teach class over Zoom. I know it wasn't fun. I know it wasn't great. But Kristen, you are so very good. And you make things great. You're fantastic. You're the one. You teach class over Zoom and you made it fun. Class over Zoom is fun.
All right. Thank you, Penny. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. That was really made you think, didn't it? No, it didn't. Well, for Kristen and everybody else out there, next up we have the absolutely delicious Nikki Sixx. Nikki, come and bring what you bring.
Kristen, I know what it's like to feel that life is just out of reach here. I know what it's like to be a teacher. And I know deep inside you got it all. And that is why you collect all. They are so pretty. Let's take a minute. Look at these dolls. Maybe you got a tiny comb to brush her hair. Maybe you just don't care. You still brush their hair.
Yes. Yes, Nikki. Kind of makes you feel, doesn't it? Well, we have saved the best for last, ladies and gentlemen. Sean, the promised Landry is here, and she's going to tell you exactly what is on her mind. Sean.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry you caught me drinking. Apple juice. Hey, Kristen, how you doing? Wherever you may be. I'm in K-Town in Los Angeles, California, in the only blues club in K-Town. And I'm going to sing a little song just about you. Yeah, Kristen. I don't want to preach. Yeah, but baby, you an essential worker. You know why? Because you sure enough teach. I appreciate everything about you. And let me go and keep on preaching, girl. Now, everything about you is never, ever a fall. No, it ain't. I can't see your curio from here. And look at all them dolls. Now, let me tell you something, girl. Let me call and tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. You see these hands? You see these hands? I know you got some horrible plan to fix me, biting my nails. And I want you to come over. I want you to come over right now, Chris. I want you to come over right now, and I want you to fix my problems and all with your teaching and all your dolls. I want you. I want you. I want you. To have them dressed in blue.
And that is time. The blue team with Lounge Lizard. So fans, this could be really tough, but we're going to launch a poll between blue team and red team, and you have to vote for which one entertained you more. That's the Oscar-winning moment of the red team. The Lounge Lizard of the blue team. This is a tough one. This is tough. So, Marianne, what kind of announcements do we have while we're allowing this poll to place itself?
Well, Patrick, I put the donation link for the Ledge Theater in chat, but I also wanted to mention, hey, you know this, we have classes.
That's right. Classes are happening. We're about to finish this week. We're about to finish 101 on Zoom. means a 201's going to start, and it's going to be live beginning July 19th on Mondays. Check it out at portlandcomedy.com. That's portlandcomedy.com. And our next 101 class, if this looks like fun and you want to start where everybody here started, 101 class starts September 13th, and plans are currently, if we keep our minds together as a community and our brains in place, we'll be able to start that September 13th. So check that out. Also, if you have folks aged 10 to 17, we are doing a live camp July 19th through 23rd. Again, check it out at portlandcomedy.com. All right, I'm going to end the poll here and share the results, and it looks like the blue team eked it out over the red team. So I'm going to go 6 points blue and 4 points red. What's that make our score?
That makes our score going into the next round. The Bunnies with 9, the Eagles with 5, and Dolly Parton getting a plug.
Oh, fantastic. Great. All right. I would like to make the results go away here on my screen. There we go. Thank you. And next up, I'd like to call the captains on the screen. It's for a head-to-head challenge.
Go, Ames.
And
Hit on the Ames.
Jamie's up here first, but Jamie's background is not matching his jersey. So I'm not sure what that's about, but that allows Amy to make the challenge for a head-to-head game here in the middle.
I challenge you to the game of Spotlight Story.
We accept the challenge.
Okay.
Thank you for accepting the challenge, because that was Amy's call, and that's the way it should be. So, fans in the chat calling for a technical foul on Jamie, I just don't want to pile on. Let's be honest. Love you, Jamie. Seriously. All right. For the game of story, fans, we're going to need the title of a story that doesn't exist. You're making it up. It's just a phrase. It could be like the bunnies in Marianne's backyard, but we're not going to tell that story. So you give us a phrase, we'll turn it into a story. What's going to happen is we will start by spotlighting a player, and they'll be all big and visible for you. So I'm spotlighted right now. And then when I spotlight somebody else, they have to pick up exactly where the first player left off, even if that's in the middle of a word or phrase. That is really difficult. So if players hesitate too long when they're up on screen, or they repeat all or part of a word from a different player, or we get sick of looking at them, we're going to throw them out. All right, and the last player left alive, 5 points for their team. And we probably will do a poll on this one for which team was more entertaining as well, to just pile up the points, because I love doing that. All right, I'm seeing some great titles. And we need the players with their cameras on. Some cameras are being turned on now. That's fantastic. And so, Marianne, what is the title of our story?
Our story title from Loyal Fan Rob is Journey to the Center of the Mall.
Journey to the Center of the Mall. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
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 Here we go.
It had long been rumored that there was a secret chamber in the center of the mall, below the ice skating rink.
Jeffrey was going to find this center of the mall. He waited till the mall closed, and he snuck in.
He dived into the center of the mall, under the ice rink that everyone knew that was there, only to discover... I'm still here.
Huge doors at the bottom of the ice rink. He had to thaw the ice quickly before the security guards were onto him. Jeffrey
Found himself in a room surrounded by Orange Julius. Yes, not the liquid, but Orange Julius himself.
Orange Julius was 105 years old, because Orange Juliuses were around in the 80s, and he's quite old. He looked
At Orange Julius and asked him the eternal question, why are you here?
Orange Julius chuckled his orange laugh. Oh,
My son, are you ready for the answer?
No, I'm not ready. I asked, and I shouldn't have asked, and now I feel like you're asking
me a question that I don't want to answer. And if I say yes, it's going to be horrible. And if I say no, it's probably going to be terrible.
But you know what? Yes, tell me the answer. Yes, please tell me now, because I'm just
Dying to know. Orange Julius pulled out a stick.
And said, "This is the key."
To unlocking the food truck.
That is outside the mall right now.
Oh my god! Okay, I'm gonna take this key and I'm gonna
Go out, and I'm going to open the food truck, and I'm going to get all the hostess, ho-hos, the
Melamars and other East Coast delicacies.
right now. He turned around. Orange Julius grabbed him.
And said, "You have to know exactly what you're doing."
before you use the key, because that is how keys and
Work in mall world. You have to imagine in your imagination.
That a key is going to
Wow. That was imagination. So we're going to ask Olivia to turn her camera off, if we can, at that point. That was a tremendously skilled first chapter, fans. If this game looks easy, guess what? It's not. And these guys are hanging with it. Like, wow, it was very hard to throw them out. But I had to do it. So now it is Journey to the Center of the Mall, Chapter 2.
I get it. Put the key in and turn to the right and to the left. I can do that, Jeffrey said. He turned around again. Orange.
He noticed he was just surrounded by...
I'm so sorry. He turned around. Orange, he noticed. Now, we could say you pronounced it that way, Jeff, but...
That's how I say it.
I know. I think we were trying to say Orange Julius, so we're going to ask Jeff.
Aren't you noticing how I'm speaking right now?
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay. Captain Amy, I'm going to give you a chance. You can trade 2 points to keep Jeff in the game. Is it worth it?
I'm going to say it's not.
All right. Journey to the Center of the Mall, Chapter 3. All right.
He imagined in his mind what he wanted to see, and when he opened the truck, after turning the key right and then left and then right again, opening the huge doors and stepping up on the loading dock,
He looked around and said, "I know exactly where I'm going to go now. I'm going to go and find the real
special thing that everyone wants to find at the mall, which is
the bathroom." And
I always talk about keeping the show out of the toilet, and you just took it in there.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
So right.
He's not wrong, but also he was cracking himself up. So out of there. I gotta find reason.
Aren't you glad he didn't continue that?
Oh!
I'll see myself out.
All right, take 1 point away from Red for that one.
now we're even.
Yeah. Oh, don't push it. Don't push it. All right. It's Journey to the Center of the Mall, Chapter 4, and
He opened up his own place in the center of the universe, which is this mall. The mall is the center of the universe.
as anyone who has been there knows. And there's a honey-baked ham there with a very satisfied manager named Jeffrey.
Hey, listen, we will slice the ham much the way the universe is sliced into slivers.
And we'll eat it with joy. And they all sat around the table at the mall, which was an open
food court, where
an open court food court. I mean, it
could happen.
It could happen. It could happen.
Like there's food court pods all over. I'm just gonna leave. Thank you very much. It's been great.
Yeah, because points still could be lost, right? Okay. It's down to Sean and Amy for this final chapter. And ladies and gentlemen, This has been a bruiser of a story. It's Journey to the Center of the Mall. The final chapter. Everybody say ooh.
The feast was magnificent, but then a large cracking sound was heard from below. They all looked over the food court rail and saw an orange stain on the ice rink.
And they all stared and wondered, how do we get out of the center of, how do we get back to regular Earth? Earth 4, as we like to call it. And
as the galaxy is known to be spiral cut, all we had to do was travel far enough in one
place. And they spun around.
And they put one hand in and took one hand out.
And they looked and said, there's no place like home. There's no place
like home. There's no place like home. And with that magical third udder,
they went up into the sky where the hole from the center of the mall was actually there.
Reflected in the illusion.
It was a there. It was really tough, but I think we're going to have to throw Amy out of there.
When I said it.
And it's 5 points for Blue. So what does that make our score?
That makes our score the Eagles taking the lead for the first time with 10 points, the Bunnies trailing with 8. Back to you, your refliness.
Thank you very much, Matt. And Sean, thanks for winning that so that you could stay on the screen. This is like...
What?
It's hyper convenient right now because we want to interview you. This is where we take a little pause and tell people what we're doing. By the way, there were a lot of lessons in that. That was one of the deepest stories I've heard in a long time.
Really, I literally threw out Earth 2, which makes me the ultimate comic book Marvel or DC nerd ever. So I'm very happy about this.
You're able to cross time by moving along the spirals of a ham. I'm
the space-time, the ham space-time continuum. Yes.
So we're here tonight to raise some money and to let folks know that this is a great opportunity to throw some in the Venmo or the PayPal, which Marianne will put out there. CSC Portland is matching the first $500, and here's a little secret: the first $500 has already been raised. And yet, I might say, another top secret person has declared that they will match the next $500. So your contributions tonight, people like to match, right? Your money can be doubled here. So that's
very kind.
That is
very,
a cool
very
thing.
kind.
That's a cool thing that can happen here. So let's see if we can empty the pockets of secret contributor number 2, whose name is Mike. All right. And thank you, Mike.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So no, it's supposed to be a secret, but now we've told everybody. So tell us about the Ledge Theater. What you have 30 or 45 seconds, which I've just wasted a ton of time. But now you have 30 or 45 seconds to give us the basics. What is this?
Don't worry. The Ledge Theater is kind of one of the dreams I've had back in the 80s and 90s is to start an African-American-based improvisational theater company that not only deals with comedic improvisation, but also theatrical improvisation, also dance, also singing, a full complex where, by the way, being nonprofit, I want my actors to be paid. I want my staff to be paid. I want the work that we do, the important work that we do, seen. And I want to bring it to communities of color, disadvantaged communities, the LGBTQIA plus community. I would like that to happen in Los Angeles. It's been a while. We're because of the pandemic, we're missing a lot of theaters in this area. I would like to make that happen.
Cool.
I'm 55 years old. I think it's time.
All right, that's awesome. Yeah, and that's an awesome thing to say. You've got a certain amount of time to make this happen, and you're going to drive and make it happen. And we're pleased to help you, and we hope that it does happen. Cool.
I hope it does too. And everybody who's watching and who has donated, my God, thank you.
That's awesome.
And And happy Juneteenth.
That too. Happy Juneteenth. So, everybody, there is a Kickstarter, and you could donate to the Kickstarter, but here's the thing. If the Kickstarter happens not to be fully funded, and it's an ambitious Kickstarter, let's be honest, the money collected tonight, we'll hold it and then donate it directly to the 501c3. We'll pledge it to the Kickstarter, but if the Kickstarter doesn't full fund, this money is still going to the 501c3, the Ledge Theater. Cool? Good?
Cool.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. And Sean has played with a number of CSCs in the past in San Jose, Chicago, and has been on
and Minneapolis, I think it played.
Yeah. And in Portland, in an after hours or primetime show a couple of years ago. So that's awesome. And we're glad you're here. So let's have a reminder now of the score, and let's get on to the next team choice round. And
Thanks, guys.
Live while you're laughing.
All right, thank you so much. The new score is Eagles 10, Bunnies 8. Hey, I forgot what it was earlier, so it's new to me now.
Okay.
Back to you, Ref.
Thank you very much. Hey, the blue team's ahead, so Blue Captain Jamie on the screen. All right. So I hope you're unmuted. What game do you want to play in this round?
I hope I'm unmuted too.
You are.
We want to play the dating game.
Ooh, great. And who are we sending out to be the...
I believe we're sending Sean out.
Okay. All right. So, Sean, I am sending you on to hold. All right. Sean is now out and can't hear anything that happens. So, fans, what's going to happen is we're going to play a version of the dating game, and Sean will come back and be the contestant. Well, actually, there'll be 3 contestants. Yes.
Actually, could you guys watch Jeff for a while? He's really bugging me.
Oh, you want Jeff to be a contestant?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. I don't know if that was a picture or Jeff live, but that was something. All right. So Jeff will be one of the 3 contestants that Sean will interview to decide who she wants to go on a date with afterward. And let's get the suggestions that we need now. And fans, if you're not seeing everybody, let's go back to gallery view. I've got some controls here, but who knows if Zoom works. So if you're just seeing the person who's speaking alone, right now it's just me. But let's bring our other 3 players up and make sure it works. So... awesome. So if you're not seeing both of us right now, switch to gallery view in your view. Thank you. All right, here's what we need. We need a famous person. We need a historical figure. These are 2 separate things. And we need an animal that's not a usual animal like kitty or bunny or dog. We can't do bunnies. We've had too many bunnies. And Orange Julius is not an acceptable famous person at this point. So we need a famous person, we need a historical figure, and we need an animal. All right, so, and the players are going to renumber themselves in using their names, 1, 2, and 3. So, Captain Jamie, if you decide the numbers, that would be great. And Marianne, what do we have going on?
Well, I'm going to take Jacques Cousteau from Sean as our historical figure, since I'm not seeing a lot of other historical figures.
Okay. I'm going to assign that to Jeff.
Perfect.
It'll be Jacques Cousteau.
And I will be number 1.
Thank you very much, Jacques Cousteau. All right.
Fantastic. From Jeremiah, we're going to take Porcupine as our animal.
All right. And let's have Jamie do the Porcupine.
And I'll be number 2.
Nick will be number 3. And Nick is a famous person.
Oh, well, Nick is Cher.
Cher? Sure. I could see that and hear that. Yeah. Okay. So Sean's going to have about 3 minutes to interview these folks, and I don't know that I have really, really suitable music, so I'm going to do some of our music to fire this game up. It's going to be a mellow game. All right, let's call Sean back off hold, and here it comes. All right. Sean, you are back.
Yay!
You have 3 contestants, and welcome to the CSZ dating game. All right.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and it took me forever to get my SAG after card just to meet you guys. So, I'm very excited about being here and asking you a bunch of questions to go and take a trip that I probably will go and use for somebody else. Contestant number 1.
Yes, bonjour.
Yes, hello, bonjour to you too. So tell me, what do you consider your perfect date?
Well, my perfect date would be that the two of us would have a sumptuous meal on the beach with items that we have pulled fresh from under the sea, although they are sustainable, and we throw the little ones back, and I have befriended several of them in the past.
I understand. I would like to ask you another question.
Yes, of course.
How much do you like Disney?
Oh, well, as long as they continue to, show me the money so that I can continue my research, I enjoy working with them.
Thank you so much. Contestant number 2, you and I are on a date, and you want to say something that means something important to you. What is that?
Don't stick me.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Don't stick me.
Don't stick you.
Yes.
Okie dokie then. Contestant number 3, what's your favorite sign? If you had a sign that had to be written about you, what would it be?
Oh, if I had a sign that was written about me, that sign would say that I got you.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Oh, that sign would say that I got you, babe.
I got you, babe. Contestant number 3.
Mm-hmm.
If you were on a ship right now, what would you wear? If you were on a naval ship, what would you wear?
If I was on a naval ship, I think I would straddle some type of
Cannon, maybe? A cannon, maybe?
Yeah, a cannon maybe, and I would maybe sing about how beautiful life was.
Yes, that's fantastic. Thank you, number 3. Oh, by the way, number 3, I do love you. Go on, contestant number 2. 3 words that best describe you.
I'm small.
Small?
Yeah. I'm brown.
Small? Brown? But aren't we both all small, brown, and
prickly?
Small, brown, and prickly. Number 2.
Yes.
Have you ever been in a relationship with other smaller animals like a porcupine?
I have. Yes, I have. It was fantastic. We got along just right.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, I think I'm ready to decide.
All right. Thank you very much. Sarah, let's say goodbye to the 2 you're not going to date.
All right, well, first off, I would like to say goodbye to number 1, even though you're a Disney character who's under the sea, who I think is a lobster, but I can't remember your name.
I'll give you a hint, and you still won't get it.
All right. We have to be honest. Number 1 was...
I was Jacques Cousteau.
Jacques
Oh,
Cousteau.
you were Jacques Cousteau. Well, thank you, Jacques. You are no Bill Murray, but thank you very much.
That is too bad. I was looking forward to exploring you.
I bet you were, baby
Oh,
doll.
okay.
I bet you were.
All right, who else are we dismissing?
Number 2, I love the fact that you are a small animal and possibly either a hedgehog or a porcupine. But I would say you're a hedgehog, and I'd rather just play the game of hedgehog instead of actually dating a hedgehog.
You had it right the first time.
A porcupine?
Yeah.
But that's good.
Yeah.
We'll take that as a positive. And
Yeah.
so you are going to date number 3.
If I could turn
And that is
I'm telling you, Cher, I love you. I love you, Cher. Let's go out on a date.
absolutely correct. All right, I'm going to give Blue Team 2 bonus points for that. Thank you, Sarah. 2 bonus points, making it Matt.
That makes the new score the Eagles with 12 and the Bunnies with 8. This scoring update brought to you by Moonstruck, now available on Laserdisc and Betamax.
Thank you very much, Matt. All right, let's have the red captain on the screen. Hey, there you are. Careful with that muting.
Yeah, I can only do one thing at a time.
Okay, that's cool. What game do you want to play up against that?
I really enjoyed the singing.
Oh, so you'd like to sing?
I would like to play Sing It.
All right, fantastic. Fans, for the game of Sing It, we're going to need, how about, well, we just had a dating thing, so how did you and your current person meet? You don't have to have been with them for long, and let's have something besides the internet, but where and or how did you meet somebody that you are currently in a relationship with, fans? If you throw that into the chat. And what's going to happen is they're going to play a dramatic scene about that. And then I might hear something that sounds like a song, and I'll say, sing it. And they'll have to sing a brief song based on that line that they just said. And we've heard from Mike out here in the chat.
Hey, Patrick, I had a really great suggestion from earlier, although Jeremiah came through with a house party volleyball game, so let's go with that.
Okay, great. So there was a house party volleyball game. And I'm also seeing he didn't date her until after going on a date with her roommate. But there you go. We'll take the house party volleyball game, and that is the basis for our scene. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, take the screen.
Set!
Whoa! Oh man!
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
Right, Vic? Like rad. Oh man, your spike is so good.
I know, but if only...
Sing it. Your spike is so good.
Vic, you're right on your trick. Your spike is so freaking good. Vic, you're such a cool chick. Your spikes always rip. You're so freaking good. Vic, you're like my bestest friend. I'd be with you till the end of every frickin' game. Vic, yeah. Oh, you're so cool, man.
Listen, this might be a bad time, but we were going to ask you to move out.
Whoa.
It was the decision between the house. I voted no, for what it's worth, but they voted me to tell you.
Oh, dude, thank you so much for asking me to move in here. Oh, did I show up too early?
Yeah, like 2 days too early.
Oh, Wow, I feel like such a dunce.
Well, how's your serve?
Sing it. I feel like such a dunce.
Oh, I screwed up again. Oh, that's how I lose more friends. I can't believe that I showed up 2 days early. I can't believe how much that really hurt my forehead. I'll just out back while the two of you in your relationship. But call me when it's time to move back in, all right?
Yeah, sure thing. So, yeah, I'm sorry. That was super awkward.
Nick, I thought, I don't know, I thought we were like cool.
Well, we are cool, Tyler, but you just pick at your fingernails too much. It's grossing everybody out. And you do it everywhere. You do it in the kitchen, at the table.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Well, I don't know if that's the only problem. You know what? That's valid. I'm sorry. It's like super gross. I get why you asked Norm, he's like super clean.
I didn't expect complacency.
Sing it. I didn't expect complacency.
Tyler, you've lived here for 4 years. There's an end time to everything, and I hope there won't be tears. Everyone has their tough times, and I know I've had mine. But I didn't expect complacency this time. You gave right in. You buckled.
Dude, you got a plunger or something? I'm really sorry, but I couldn't help myself.
And that is time. Yeah, that scene went into the bathroom too. All right, it is time for our polling, and fans, you're voting between the red team and their Sing It, and the blue team and their whoops, I did the wrong button there. So we're going to do a thing called relaunch. There we go. Sorry about that. So now you can vote. So the blue team, dating game, red team, and their Sing It. And here's where the points come in, and here's where we play a tiny bit of background music. And we talk about what else, Marianne?
Hey, did you know that we can do things for businesses and organizations?
Yes, we can, and they could be on the Zooms, or they could be live and in person. In the remaining moments of June, we have a couple of Zoom trainings for companies. We just worked with Columbia Sportswear this week, and we have a live one for a noted company coming up in an outdoor space at a winery, so we can start to appear live for you in shows and in our corporate training. So I'm not going to show this one because the red team might feel bad, because it was sort of what we call a sweep. And so we're going to go 6 points for the blue team, and I'm going to go 3 points for the red team because I enjoyed playing with them on that. So what does that make our score?
That makes our new score the Eagles with 18, the Bunnies with 11, and Pat giving out points left and right as though he runs the place.
Okay, just because of that, 2 more points for the red team. All right.
Wait, what?
All right. So it's now 18-13. Matt, tell them what the score is.
That makes the score 18-13.
Thank you. All right. Before we go, a bunch of people we'd like to thank. First of all, tonight, announcing, helping keep score, using that dulcet voice of his, Matt Russell.
It was a pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much. And on the chats, Marianne Rambo.
Thank you, Pat. I feel very seen.
Except your camera's on. But that's all right. I'd also like to thank a couple of our players who are on the panel but not seen tonight because their laughter helped carry us along. And that brief glimpse was Sean Landry from the Ledge Theater. And Sean, delighted to have you here tonight. And thank you so much. We raised some money. We don't know how much yet until we're absolutely done.
I accidentally turned on my camera, so apologies to me.
Oh, no worries. I was going to thank you next for being here. And our other big guest for tonight, Jeff Kramer from CSC San Jose. Jeff, thank you for being here.
Aren't you glad I showed up?
I am really glad you showed up.
Less and less as we go, Jeff.
Oh, that was great. All right, awesome. And fans, thank you for your suggestions. Thank you for being here. It's been a pleasure, whether you were watching here on Zoom or the fans who were watching on Facebook Live or on YouTube. All right. It's 18-13, and it's time to call all the players onto the final, onto the field, onto the screen for the final game of B Movie. So fans, for this, we're going to need some suggestions of occupations and animals and maybe foods and maybe objects that you can see in the room that you are in and or something you purchased recently. And let's just see what happens if we hear about movies made about these things. So here's how it works. If your suggestion were cows, this is my favorite thing. I always do the thing with cows. I saw a movie about cows that was so bad.
How bad was it?
And then Matt will say, how bad was it? And I'll say, well, the plot was utterly ridiculous. And then I'll be so pleased with myself, I will ring a bell, an angel will get its wings, and that team will score 1 point. All right? And if it's not a very good one, I don't hear any reaction from the players who are in here and the fans are going in chat. We don't get it. It gets the Oregon Duck call and no points. All right. So that's how it works. All right. So, players, you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Marianne, give it up. What do we got?
Our first suggestion for this game is Ice Cream Man.
Ice Cream Man. Players?
I saw a movie about an ice cream man.
How bad was it?
It was bad. It did not leave me in a good humor.
I saw a story about an ice cream man.
How bad was it?
It was so bad that I asked them, do your feet hang low? Do they wobble to and fro?
I saw a movie about an ice cream man that was so romantic.
How romantic was it?
It just melted my heart.
I saw a movie about an ice cream man.
How bad was it?
I didn't care whether or not he cometh.
Ice cream man cometh.
I saw a movie about an ice cream man that was so bad.
How bad was it?
Well, it was, I'm lactose intolerant, so my stomach hurt for like several hours afterwards.
Awesome and painful. All right, Marianne, what do we have from our fans?
Oh, we're going to take apple crates.
Apple crates. Fans loving the suggestions tonight. Apple crates.
I saw this movie that was so bad. It was about apple crates.
How bad was it?
I don't know how bad it was. The crates were full of phones.
I'm with you.
I'll be back.
It's all good. I saw a movie about apple crates that was so bad
How bad was it?
that it was spoiled rotten.
I saw a movie about apple crates that was so bad.
How bad was it?
It hurt me right to the core.
I got a better one. I saw a movie that was so bad about apple crates.
How bad was it?
It was the worst thing I ever saw.
I I saw a movie about apple crates that was so boring.
How boring
How
was
boring
it?
was it?
During the movie, I just tried to compute the last digit of pi.
Okay, worthy. All right, Marianne, what do we got?
We've got lobsters.
Lobsters. Thank you so much. Lobsters. That suggestion from Jeremiah. Begin.
I saw a movie with my friend about lobsters that was so bad.
How bad?
I said, Sebastian, come back and watch it again with me.
I saw a movie about lobsters that was so bad.
How bad was it?
There weren't even any lobsters, just Jacques Cousteau.
How dare you?
I saw,
How dare you
I
insult
saw a
me like
movie
that?
about lobsters that was so bad
How bad was it?
that it made me taste mercury in my mouth.
I saw a movie about lobsters that was so bad.
How bad was it?
It gave me great claws.
I saw a movie about lobsters that was really, really bad.
How bad was it?
It invertebrates my heart.
I saw a movie about a lobster that was so bad.
How bad was it?
It was a really bad tail.
I saw a movie about lobsters that was so expensive.
How expensive was it?
It cost me 50 clams.
I saw this movie about little baby lobsters that was so bad.
How bad was it?
It was cray.
And that is time. All right, we're busy toting up the final score, fans, and trying to recover from some of those puns. I would like to call out Amy Gray for stepping out on apple crates when nobody had one, including her. All right, but she stuck with it until something showed up, and that's the beauty of improv. Thanks again to Jeff Kramer for being with us, Sean Landry, and good luck with Ledge Theater, and we'll support you as best we can. And now, a drum roll wherever you are. And what is our final score?
That makes the final score. The Bunnies in red with 21. But the Eagles in blue with 25 points!
All right,
the Eagles win!
Our
The
blue
Eagles
team has-
win!
Eagles. It's the Eagles. All right. Matt, take us away.
Thank you so much for coming and joining us. You could have been anywhere and you chose to be here with us, and that means a lot. Now let's say goodbye to our players. From the red team, we had Olivia Walton. From the blue team, we had Nick Condon. All the way from ComedySportz San Jose, Jeff Non-Dairy Kramer. The wonderful, the talented, the one and only Sean the Promised Landry. Your winning impaired captain, Amazing Gray. And your winning captain tonight, Jamie the Full Montgomery. And finally, last and definitely not least, your referee, Pat Electrical Short. Have a good night, everyone.
-1 point for me. Thank you, Matt Russell. Thank you, fans. Information on PayPal and Venmo on how to get us that money that we can work this match magic to. That would be fantastic. And we will see you next week for ComedySportz Portland, The Boss is Away show.
regularly. It's a no-brainer making turns on a grid. Now look at what the city planners done did. They've installed an alternate intersection that seems to go off in random directions. Yield at the sign, take a breath, it's okay. Cars already circling should have the right of way. Now, don't freak out, it's a roundabout. No need to speed and no need to shout. It may be full of doubt, just go in and out. It's a roundabout, it's just a roundabout. Traffic circles, roundabouts, and rotaries are designed to reduce the traffic speeds. Conceived in 1900 as a junction more